so much for joining me on my Naturally Gifted channel. I'm going to be going through doing my own hair today, so definitely something you want to catch. I'm not sure if you ever heard of this, but I'm going to be installing some BOHO Locs today in my hair. These are the Supreme Locs. Some of their new locks that they have, they're more straight, a little less messy looking. I've used them a couple of times. I love their hair. It's really great quality. It's a Black-owned company, so definitely get into those if you have not yet. I really want to make sure that you guys have an ability to be able to see what I'm doing, so I'm going to show you some of the tools that I use while I'm doing my hair. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff. So as promised, here are some of the tools that I use for this particular look. Of course, my Cocobella Quench. I use some hair growth oil on my scalp. Some of my tools I use, a fine tooth comb, my crochet needle. Definitely need one of those, a detangling brush, and some thread and needle for sewing your hair, and also my silk blowout brush. As you can see, my hair is half shaved. It's time for a haircut. Don't worry about that. Mind your business. Mind your business is coming. But I want to do my hair first before my hubby, who's a barber, is going to cut my hair for me. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and like, comment some things you would like to see. Not only do I do natural hair, which is my own, I also do my daughter's hair, and also fitness is one of my other gifts. So I also post a lot of fitness content because health and fitness is my passion, because without our health, we have no wealth, right? So today I'm coming to you all natural. I don't have any makeup on, all the other stuff, because I ain't got that kind of time. Maybe at the end, after I get the hair done, some slayage. Yes, we're trying to stay gifted, giving inspiration for transformation every day. That's what the gifted stands for. So definitely let me know if you guys have questions, some things that you might want to know about what I'm doing. But I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time. We're going to go ahead and get into it, boo. So if you have something that you want to ask, definitely place it in the comments. I'll be happy to answer it as soon as I get a chance. And I hope that you enjoy the video. So first, you're going to use the blowout brush to blow out and straighten your hair. I really love this silk blowout brush because it makes my hair super soft, super manageable, and a lot easier to braid. It also makes it a lot easier to maintain that style because your hair is going to stay moisturized longer. You can see how much length I got in my hair. Hey, yo, is that gray hair I see? See, what I need you to do is mind your business. And we're going to keep that between us, okay? Don't tell nobody about nothing. Got it? Thank you. So, I showed you guys my tools. First one I'm going to use is going to be this comb. Got this off Amazon, but they sell them pretty much everywhere. Typically with the BOHO Locs, you can do just cornrows straight back, but I'm going to wear these a little longer. So I'm going to be doing some individuals in the front and then cornrows in the back because it lasts a little bit longer. It's going to give me a lot more flexibility out of them. It doesn't get all fuzzy at the roots. You notice I have a mirror behind me. This makes life so much more simple. So if you are doing it yourself, I recommend having 2 mirrors. Double mirror definitely helps. So you can see the back of your head, unless you're just awesomely amazing like some of you I know you are. You can just do it with 1. So I'm going to just basically section off the front part of my hair like so, and this section can be as big or as small as you want. Since these are crochet, they don't have to be extremely straight. I'm a bit OCD though, so sometimes I can do that. This will work. You know what? No, it's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. I know it will. It will. If you're OCD like me, you get it. There we go. Something like a straight. Don't worry about it. If it's not, I just messed it up. You see? You see? So once I got over my OCD moment, got my life together, I got my parts somewhat straight. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Look at me. See that? I'm just gonna keep messing with it. I'm just gonna keep messing with it until I get it as straight as it can be. That's just me and my personality, but don't worry about that. As I said, just mind your business and keep watching. So once I got everything parted, I'm going to put a ponytail on the back part to get that out of the way. And then I'm going to be using my fine tooth comb to part my hair in a box braid brick laying style. So as you can see, I got 2 rows, and then I'm getting ready to start the box braid pattern. I'm going to be using some of this braiding gel. Oh, something else I forgot to mention is rubber bands. These are optional. I tend to like to do rubber bands, but I always put a little bit of oil on the rubber band and make sure they slide out and they don't break your hair. It helps secure the braid, and they seem to last a little longer, and they look a lot more natural in your hair, but that's optional. You don't have to do that. You can just braid them down and then you're good to go. but I am going to put a little gel on there so I can make sure my parts look nice and neat. That's why this nice fine comb is helpful. And again, they don't have to be perfect because they are locks. So the messy look is in, and the size again is up to you, but these locks are pretty small. So you want to make sure that they're not too big of a part so they look more natural. So as you can see, I've already braided down the front here, and then I've done these. I'm getting ready to braid all of these, but you know, it's quite time consuming. So I don't want to do it definitely on camera, but you can see the pattern that I'm doing. So when I pull my hair up, it looks like I have individuals. So you don't want to braid, part just straight back. You want to do like traditional box braids and kind of offset the parts, so that way it looks more natural. So what I'm going to do now is show you quickly how to braid down that plait all the way down to the end. Make sure you're adding your gel all the way from the roots to the end to make sure that your hair is moisturized. It is also going to help the style last longer. Make sure you try to make the braid as tight as you can and braid it all the way to the end to make sure that you're going to keep that braid locked in, so when you crochet it is better. The shorter your hair, the easier this is. The longer your hair, yes, it's going to be a pain in the you know what, but we got it. So I'm back. As you can see, I finished all the individuals in the front, so that's going to look super cute when I pull my hair back. Now I'm going to finish the back, which is a lot faster. It's just going to be cornrows straight back. I got a lot of hair, as you can see. As I stated before, I'm just doing cornrows straight back for the rest of my hair. My parting is going to be a little different because I only have half a head. You basically want to part it in the way that you plan on wearing it. I like putting my hair up in a ponytail because I work out a lot, so I'm parting it so that when I pull my hair up in the back, you don't see the cornrows coming out of the back. So it really depends on you and your head and how you plan on wearing it. If you don't plan on wearing your braids up too much, you can braid the cornrows straight back and not have an issue. But if you do plan on putting that hair up, you want to make sure that when you do pull it up, you're not going to see it. Now the easy part, I say easy, but you know, braiding your own hair is never easy because my arms are on fire. Believe that. You can actually see me keep shaking my arm out because it's burning. So don't let the looks fool you. This is harder than it may seem, but it's worth it, and it's a lot cheaper than spending those coins at a salon to get somebody to braid your hair back. I went to YouTube University and learned how to braid my own hair, and lots of practice and lots of practice, but eventually you'll get there and you get better and better the more that you do it and the easier that it gets. And you don't want to pull it super tight. You do want to make sure it's secure, but don't pull it too tight because you will regret it later, because you have to slide that crochet needle underneath and pull that hair through, so it's going to pull your scalp a little more than it wants to. You see here, I'm connecting my hair. Again, for my particular part style, just double check and make sure it's secure. And I'm going to connect that part to the bottom part, so I have one solid braid. So again, I can use that part to create a more natural look when I pull my hair up and put it in a ponytail. I kind of zoomed in so you can see what I'm doing. Again, that second mirror is going to be a lifesaver if you're braiding your own hair, so you can see what you're doing. But really you just can feel it, and you can kind of feel where your hair is supposed to be. I'm putting more gel on there to make sure that it lays flat. If you're having issues with poofy braids, add more gel, but don't put too much or it will be really oily and it will make your head itch, and that is no fun at all. Here you see me making sure that I pull all of the hair up into that braid, but I'm not actually going to braid it all the way down to the end. I'm just going to braid it enough to secure it so it doesn't come loose, because I'm going to pull that portion up into the next row once I start braiding again. And as you can see, I'm doing my second cornrow. I try to part all of my cornrows ahead of time, so one, I can make sure I mapped out my hair correctly, make sure I have enough parts in there so I can get the fullness that I want. But also, due to me having half shaved head, I have to make sure that I have the symmetry in my hair so the braids will lay the way that I want them to. It also makes it faster because I can just go, you know, row to row and get things done and I have to worry about it. Now this is the part where you're going to see me sew that braid down to my hair. No, you're not sewing it to your scalp. You're just sewing it to the other braids on your head and then you can pull it tight and it will secure it. This will help your crochet style last longer. You won't worry about it coming out or any, you know, braids slipping because everything is sewed down nice and tight. This is hair needle and thread, so you get this at your beauty supply shop. You can ask someone if you're not sure, but it's the one that they use for wigs and weaves and all of that. And you're going to make sure that you're securing it as well as you can and giving yourself the opportunity to get it as flat as you can against your head. Again, with me having half a head, it's a little bit more challenging, but we make things work the best that we can with what we have. I do like the overall effect and how it came out. So I'm all done with this part anyway. Nice and flat sew down. Now the fun part is installing the locks. I gotta take them out of this bag. They're already pre-looped, so that's fun. And so in the front, it has some shorter pieces to kind of frame your face, and then it has the longer pieces. It also comes with some cool little beads and jewels. But as you can see these locks are a little bit more neat. So they look a little more natural. Oh my gosh. Not only did it have these in there, it had this cute little baggie. And it had in there, super cute. And then this one, they know this is my favorite color. Like, yeah. So now this part is a lot easier. We're just gonna install using the crochet needle. You're gonna stick the loop through. You're gonna make sure you get the pre-looped part of the hair. You're gonna grab the other end of the hair and pull it through the hole and pull it tight. Very simple to do, very quick to do. The great part about this is once you get that in there, since you have sewed your hair down, everything is nice and secure, so you're not gonna have to worry about any pieces slipping out. I love using crochet because it cuts down your time, especially on installing yourself, to make it a lot faster. Here we are. This is how it's going. Just slowly filling in all the spots. Again, pretty simple. Get the loop, find your spot. I usually do about finger width between them so you don't put too many in your hair. You go there, loop it, swoop it through, pull it all the way to the end, hook that other side, pull that part through, and there you are. So I'm gonna finish this pretty good length. I believe this is 23 inches, 26 inches. Don't give me the line, but these are the Supreme BOHO Locs. And I really like how they feel. They're very light. They're not heavy at all. Doesn't feel like I have anything in my hair. The length is about stomach length. So it's not too long, but I'm tall. So there's that. Now here's my least favorite part, the tricky part, doing the individuals. It's not rocket science, but it can be a little frustrating if your hair doesn't want to cooperate. Same basic premise. You're going to pull that through underneath that braid that you made. But the tricky part is now you're going to pull your hair through into the braid so you don't see it anymore. So it basically makes them invisible. So your girl decided I'd come too far to stop now. And I got a couple of them in already. So they cooperated. Like I said, they kind of have a mind of their own. So I'm going to attempt to do this one on the camera and then go ahead and finish up. I can't make any guarantees that it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Typically when I'm on camera, it doesn't. So you do it just like you normally do for the cornrows, but you want to be sure that when you, can you see that? When you go through, you try to get all the way. See, like I said, it's been doing good until I get on camera. Because I can't really see But what I like to do is I like to come all the way down. See how I'm under there? Pull my braid through. And then pull it tight. Now, if you had short hair, you basically be done right now. But since my hair is long, I have to keep doing that all the way up the shaft of the braid. I do like that these braids are a little bit more pliable, so it allows me to be able to put that crochet needle in there without, you know, destroying the braid. Sometimes when you try to do this, it really makes it hard for you to get that hair through without damaging the braid. But for the specific BOHO Locs, because they know a lot of people do individuals with them, they kind of designed them to be a little bit more flexible and get your hair all the way in. I did notice with the shorter braids used to frame the face though, they were a little bit thicker, so they were a lot easier to pull my hair through. Just like in the picture. A little more time consuming, but worth it, because when I get ready to pull my hair up, see, now I have individuals rather than cornrows. So it looks a lot more natural. So I'll finish up and show you guys the final product. Hi guys, I'm back. So all done with my hair, got everything nice and freshened up. Check out the fresh cut. Yes, I love how these came out. Like I said before, they're super lightweight, super easy to use. They're shiny. I can put them up. That's why the box braid pattern in the front helps. You have that natural look in the front rather than it typically does with just straight cornrows, because you can see them going straight back. Also, it's going to give you a little bit neater look, a little bit longer, because it's not going to get as frizzy because it starts to get fuzzy in the cornrow. So I can put these up, I can wear them down, I can do whatever I want to. As you can see, they come about mid-chest length, about past my stomach. But again, I'm tall, so there is that to kind of think into the equation. I don't believe they sell these in anything shorter. But again, these are the Supreme BOHO Locs. You can check them out at BOHOLocs.com. I'm not getting paid for this. I just like their products. They're a little bit on the pricey side, but you get what you pay for, right? That's typically the case. So definitely, if you like the video, feel free to like, subscribe, comment below so I can answer your questions that you might have about my tutorial. I'm going to be doing lots more videos. I do lots of natural hair. Like I said, I do my own hair, I do my daughter's hair. So I'm going to be able to bring you guys a lot more content in the near future. So if you have any questions or want to see anything, definitely let me know. I've had fun showing you guys how to rock this BOHO look, and I'll see you guys next time.